An insect invasion has a lot of local gardeners hopping mad. Nothing to laugh about here, though. Action News Now reporter Chloe Curtis joins us live in Chico. So, Chloe, these little insects out there, how damaging are they? Is it a big problem?
Yes and no, Haley. The influx of all of these grasshoppers might be a nuisance on your walk, but doesn't pose any health risks to you. I'm just along the bike path here in Chico, and I've talked to several neighbors out here today, and they say some of their main concerns with this influx is for plants like these. You can see where grasshoppers, I should say, have just been eating their way through this plant. And neighbors tell me ever since the grasshoppers started showing up a few weeks ago, they've been eating through not just plants like this, but up and down the bike path. This is some video I shot earlier today walking through the area. You can see some of the plants are chewed down to the stem. Others still alive, but not looking so good as grasshoppers turn them into lunch. Now, some neighbors say they've started spraying pesticide on their plants and in their gardens to try and keep the grasshoppers away. The Butte County Ag Commission tells me they've also gotten several calls in the past few weeks about these little guys and say an influx like this usually happens every several years. Neighbors tell me, and they're pretty much impossible to ignore at this point.
We have been seeing the grasshoppers come in first a little bit. First we saw them just on the bike path, and then they came over till they're just totally everywhere.
Go through these every 8 to 10 years when it's a real large proliferation. Then you'll go through another year or two, and then it'll be on the downward cycle for the hatch.
While the number of grasshoppers jumping around might be the new normal for a while, the Butte County Ag Commission says there are some ways to protect your plants and garden. One way is to use mesh nets to keep the pests out, but if the grasshoppers are hungry enough, they'll eat through cloth or plastic row covers. So Mendoza says metal window screening might be the way to go, and another strategy is to keep tall grass around your garden to divert the grasshoppers from your vegetables and flowers. And Mendoza tells me that as far as vegetables go, grasshoppers don't like tomatoes and they don't like squash, but any other vegetable or fruit in your garden is fair game for them. So again, might be a good idea to start investing in some more of those either metal screens or some type of mesh net. Live in Chico, Chloe Curtis, Action News Now.
Okay, Chloe, so I have tomatoes, I have zucchini, those are safe, but I also have jalapenos, which I love, and I haven't actually seen any grasshoppers on the west side of town yet. So is this problem going to spread, or is the worst of it what you're looking at right now?
Yeah, Haley, well, we're just getting into some of the drier, hotter months this year. So as the rangeland starts to dry up, that's why we're seeing grasshoppers migrating down to the foothills and valleys specifically. So if you have a lawn, a garden, anything like that, it's likely you're going to have to get used to some grasshoppers as the hotter summer months carry on. And I want you to protect all of those vegetables and fruits you have because, you know, we love when you bring them into the station for us.
All right, thanks, Chloe. I guess I'm going to go mesh shopping this weekend. Well, the Ag Commissioner tells Action News Now that we're seeing more and more, as Chloe mentioned, and UC statewide integrated pest management program does have several other ways to protect your home from pests aside from just those mesh nets. We'll have a link up with all that information in the next couple of hours. Just search for this story on our Action News Now homepage.